Welcome to another episode of This Old Hoopty, where I turn this piece of crap into something pretty, I hope. So, in today's video, I'm going to be getting that new LMC Dash reinstalled in the truck. We're going to shine up all those billet pieces, get those installed on the new Dash, and the only thing that should be left, I hope, at the end of this video, is the shaved door handle kit, wiring on the floor, and ready to be taken apart. Today I'm going to have my wife and my 3-year-old daughter helping me out, so hopefully that goes smooth. Let's get started. First things first, I'm going to get this vent reassembled. It's got a couple screws here, 2 screws across the top, 1 screw behind the radio area, and another 2 screws on this side. There are 5 black number 7 screws, and for me they were the ones with the missing tips. So those are the ones that are going back in the dash. These are for assembling the face. These go in the back for the vents. The wire harness for behind the dash, right here. That's going to get clipped in over here. Okay, so this wire raceway here, once again, when I have the dash up, I'll tuck the wires in here and I'll clip this back closed as well. So that should be all I need for the dash to get it placed back in, and then I'll be able to tuck the wires in from the back. These 2 screws here are going to go for the wire harness that gets stuck behind here. And then I should have just enough room to pull the gauge connector, the cluster connector, through here. I don't want this flopping around the dash anymore, so we're going to bolt this back into the blower motor housing where it belongs. Okay. We're going to reseat the tray, and then we should be able to snap that back into place. Do me a favor. There's this small, it's 1/4 inch, small like this, very, very small. There's a ratchet set. It's right there on the counter, and it's missing this one head. Look, it's missing this one number 7, right there, right in front of you on your left. Thanks.
I can't see. Ow. What's that orange tube? What's that orange thing?
It's a battery-powered ratchet, baby.
I never pressed the button on it.
Alright. On the counter, there's a bag, a Ziploc bag right there, right in front of that chrome Chevy bit. Yep. Here.
That's an emergency brake. We have another brake.
And this one?
Yes.
And that one? There are 3. 1.
Okay. No more vibrating computer. So that's one more thing down. Let me clean this stuff up real quick, and then we're going to get the dash in. Found it, please?
Well, don't forget Maya.
I will never forget Maya.
Because Maya's a part of the video.
And it's a part of every video. You heard that, right?
She's at the end.
She's at the beginning, the end, and the middle. Alright, we're going to tilt the dash this way. This is how we're going to take it in, so get it from an inside part, like inside the glove box. Okay? From the bottom is fine, right there. And this. Ready? And then just watch out for, it's very light. Okay, just slide right across here. Look at the focus where it is. And you can put your hand downwards a little bit, so I can slide it over the steering column. Here. Say hello. Hi. Alright. Having a partner definitely makes this a lot easier. So I'm having my wife angle the dash and hold it so I can get these two last screws to mount the wire harness to the back behind the gauges, and then we should be able to slip it in place. Hopefully you guys aren't fast forwarding through all of this, because if you are, then you're missing this point. That's on you. Now, when I first assembled the vents before I put the dash back in, on the gauge side, you're going to want to leave the top bolt for the air vent and the top bolt for the back vent here loose. That way you can just wiggle it back a little bit so you can pull the gauge pieces through. Hindsight is 20/20, but it's definitely easier than assembling the entire thing while the dash is like this. 2 screws, that's pretty simple. So now we can just take this little pod right here, and it just has to be snapped into place. So we're going to take this, make sure it's snapped in the right way. There we go. And now our gauges are clipped in. Our gauges have something to clip into. So let's keep going. Let me clip my hand in here. I'm going to tilt it forward again. Allow your hand to tilt forward.
Yours
No,
first?
you don't put yours in.
Okay.
Let me get mine in first. Okay, now you tilt yours in. You got it? You're going to take this, and you should be able to thread that on in front of the fork. I will do the same. Can you reach the little bolt there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna thread that on there. There we go. Once thread it on. Right, I got it. Turn it towards you. Fork, it's in.
Yeah, it is on top.
Okay, now let me line up the column bolts here. Once I lift this up here. Hold your end in. Hold it in. Don't let it pop back out because you're almost done here.
There's a phone ringing.
I just need to line up these column bolts, and then I can bolt this back together here. This one's on. That one's on. There we go. Now we can put the column back in. Okay, now the column is lining things up. Now I can keep pulling my wires through. And we just need to line, because it looks like these wires are lined up. Yeah.
So
That's it. Just gotta get these bolted in across. Let me make sure yours lines up. There you go. Column. Alright, let's see if yours lines up. There we go. Alright, now they're equal. You see, Joanne? See how your side matches my side now? The bolts pull everything in place.
yeah,
And
I
now
was
you
trying
can see
to.
the
I
VIN.
thought this had to go under this.
No, what happens is it'll pull it into place once I get these two side bolts in, and then you can do the top ones. So, and then as this lines up, the VIN number goes right through the hole as it should. There's no space there, which is fine. So now we'll put a couple more in the center. Okay. We got a new dash. I'm missing a screw here. I gotta replace that. You see, which I think I need to pop back through here, but I'll do that after the fact. We got our radio. We have some music. Here. This is our radio. This is our glove box. This is gonna go right in here. Tell the glove box light to come on. This actually goes down here. This goes up here. Okay. Passenger light 4. This is actually going to go down. This one here is our light for the floor, which we're going to replace with an LED, but for now, we'll just pull it down here. Those are the controls. They can go right back in there. This comes right out of here. The radio is going to come in here. Now, put that one little bolt in here for the radio mount. And I can start snapping the dash pieces in. This goes in this hole right here. This is for the door. So when you open and close the door, you'll have a sensor right here to tell you that the door's open. So the light lights inside the car. So the light lights inside the truck. Alright, we get the last two bolts on your side. The dash is in. Alright. New dash is solid.
Daddy,
Yeah, baby.
there was a bug flying in the garage.
It's okay.
Why do you open the garage door?
Because Mommy asked me to.
No, she didn't.
She did.
No, she was quiet.
She's right there. Turn around and ask her.
He always talks to me.
Yeah, always up there.
This one doesn't say what kind of
Okay, that was a fair bit of work. But my wires are tucked back where they belong. My radio wires are right here, waiting to be pulled through. My AC wires are right here, ready to hook up. The gauge plug is installed. Light wires ready to go. I'm gonna be rerunning these, so for right now I'm gonna leave these here, but I brought brand new speaker wires, which I'm gonna pull through and fish them up to the top of the dash. And same thing on this side. We've got our little switches here, so when the doors open and close, it'll shoot power over to these bulbs. Now, I'm also gonna clip this one like I did on the other side, because I'm gonna replace them with an LED strip that's in the front and the back. So when these open, the floor will glow and I have the option to color change. It'll be RGB lighting. So let's start assembling the front of the dash and keep moving forward. Okay, so after my wife helped me tilt the dash into place so I can get the wires and the bolts in place, I started assembling the flip-flop centerpieces here. And I have brought out the wife and child.
The judge panel.
This is the panel of judges. I'm missing one, but he's making cookies right now, so he gets a pass. Maya, Joancita, tell me what you think. These are the bloopers roll. It's when you get busted for acting retarded. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to say retarded anymore. It's when you get busted for, whatever.
It looks really cool because from here it's that purple. But as you get closer, it's blue. From here, it's bluish.
Kind of like your shirt, your pants?
Cool.
Yeah? No?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty sweet once the whole truck is painted that color. You know that's the color of the truck, right?
Blue, but
Yeah.
from here it's purple. I think it probably looks purple from there, but as you see, it's all blue.
Right?
Cool.
So what do you think? Girls,
Do we approve?
that color that's on the dash?
Approve.
All right. I got 2 thumbs up. Girls, that color that's on the dash is going to be everywhere where it's green outside the truck. That's what the outside of the truck's going to be, Maya. What do you think?
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah?
What matches this? It changes
It's gonna be nice.
these
It's gonna be a
change
girl's
color
car though.
like-
It's gonna be.
You guys heard that, right? She's claiming my truck and
Because
and
it's
using the
purple.
child as an excuse. Well, the child did pick out all the colors, and
Yes.
I guess I could build another
It's
one.
a purple car. It has to be for a girl, not for a boy.
So if I give you this
And
one,
because Maya can't drive it yet, I'm gonna have to drive it for her.
gotcha. So it needs to be turbocharged then, like the other car.
Yes.
Gotcha. The
But
floor.
I want a very tall car.
Yeah, a lifted car.
For you. I like the big car outside. I want it tall.
Oh, the black car.
Yeah.
But the black car's getting lowered. Oh. But it'll have air suspension, so you can lift it back
the
up.
silver one.
What's it? That's my car.
You got pants on?
That one instead.
And there is the other one. Would you like to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Come take a look.
Come here.
Tell me what you think.
Here, come in the car. Come in the car.
Now I got the whole crew.
But sit here. Look at it from here.
I can see it.
No, you can't see it.
I can see it.
Now,
Touch.
it makes a big difference to have the brand new dash because before just
Mm-hmm.
even though you don't see all of the part they're covered with the other one, like it dates the truck a lot. The older part, just with
I
doing
like
this,
the
it
car. I
just
like
gives
the
you a whole new
car.
face. It's
I
gonna look
like
really
it.
nice.
I like it.
Totally agree. Big guy, what do you think?
It's cool.
Yeah, I get the it's cool. Awesome. Did mommy happen to mention that she now wants to take this truck?
Only because Maya wants it and she can drive it.
Right. You guys just heard that, right? She just used my 3-year-old as an excuse to take my truck. I'm gonna need to take the truck because Maya wants it. Mm-hmm. See how that works? But it's cool because I guess I can always build another one. So wouldn't that be nice? All right, let's go, guys. I'm editing this in after the fact because I wanted you guys to be able to see where I'm at with the dash and what's going on with the billet pieces. I still am working on the wiring and the doors, but I wanted to get a video out, so here it goes. With a couple of Pro Elite microfiber towels. I'm going to polish all of this billet with the mag aluminum polish from Mother's. Now, I prefer not to get this stuff all over my hands, so wear gloves. We're going to start with the gauge piece, so that way I can get that together first. I'm going to take a little bit of the polish. That's actually probably a lot. And you're just going to rub it in. What you're looking for is this to start turning black, like that. So once it starts turning black, give it a little rub around. And move it to a cleaner area of the pad. See, now that's turning black. Move to another clean area. And we're going to take our clean cloth and we're just going to polish it back out. You don't need a ton of pressure. Polish does the work. As you can see, this is starting to get quite the mirror finish. So, there you go. Pretty sure you can see that this side is pretty dull. And the right side, there I am. It's like a mirror. Not bad for 10 bucks. Mother's mag and aluminum polish. Get yourself some. I'm gonna polish up the rest of this, get the rest of these all polished up, get them back in the truck. I'll be right back. Let's give you guys. All right, got our first piece back in. It's looking good. Okay, make that the second piece because the ashtray is already in, and as you can see, polished like a mirror. Let's keep scrubbing. Let's get this on the glove box real quick. All right, guys, let's have a look here. You can see the wires on the floor there from my shaved door handle kit. That's what I'm working on now. This thing is flawless. Still got to screw that speaker down. Seems to be hitting the AC vent underneath there, so I'm going to look into that. I may have found two issues with this dash. Now, it's not necessarily an issue, but it's not necessarily an issue for everybody, but it is if you want what I had to go right back into the truck easily. So under here, you'll remember I have the billet piece that goes here, which is polished like all the rest of these and came out fantastic. But there are two, let me see if I can find them. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, okay. Hopefully you guys can see these little nubs right here, these two nubs. I'm gonna have to shave those off with a Dremel because the billet piece that goes here for the heater core and the blower motor, it goes here and it runs behind the cup holder. And these two little nubs, you can see those right there, and there's another two on the other side. I'm gonna have to shave those down. Those being there blocks the billet piece from sitting flush once I screw it into these 3 bolts right under here. So it doesn't allow me to get enough to screw the bolts in, and it would also be sticking out a 1/2 inch if I left this in here. So I'm gonna sand those off, and then I'll be able to mount my billet piece here. But it's not really a big deal right now because as you can see, I've still got my lights loose. I'm swapping these out for an LED bar that goes under here behind the billet piece and another one that goes on that side. So these switches here, which I've also replaced, the door switches, those are brand new and have been rewired, and they control these lights for the floor. So once they're changed over to LED and mounted behind here, then I can replace that. The antenna wire, since you know I have no antenna, it's been shaved. The antenna wire here, I'm going to connect a 8-gauge wire and pull it back through into the engine bay so I can use this as another power location for the LED lighting and stuff that's got to go in here. Let me know what you think. I think this came out fantastic. Very, very happy with it. Really goes with that new headliner. Colors are perfect. And I love how you see it just swaps from the blue to purple. You can see it on camera there. Stuff did a great job shining up all the billet bits. Back of the glove box is still out because I still have some more things to wire behind the glove box. I'm adding a few little treats back there, and that's where I'm gonna have the wire run for all the LEDs and stuff so I can easily pull this back out and get to fuses and relays and things like that. And once I'm done with the shaved door handle kit, then I can mount this back onto the column. Oh, my princess is in town. What's up, baby girl? Nice hat. Say hello to everybody.
It's a monster hat.
It is a monster hat. You got a hat just like me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I got all sorts of big hats just like you.
Oh, we're gonna do some cool stuff with these hats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready to drive.
I'm not.
You are.
I am?
But you have to buckle up.
I do have to buckle up. Gotta be safe, right? Thank you for watching today's video. As you can see, I think the Dash came out fantastic. Everything works as it should. The only flaws are, as I've mentioned, are the 2 little nubs under here that stop me from mounting the cover, which is not really important right now. I will shave it off and get that mounted, but in the meantime, I'm still working on the wires for the shaved door handle kit. So, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button, hit that bell so you're notified for my next video when it's released. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.